Hi guys, it's Emma, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hello, nice to meet you. I'm a full-time singer-songwriter, musician-y type, and this is where the music happens. I have another channel on here just called Hi It's Emma, and that's where the chaos happens. Basically over there I do talky style vids, art, craft, fashion and beauty, and social commentary style videos every now and then. So if you want to check that out when you're done with this video, it'll be linked on the end screen and in the description below as always. But if you're looking for the music, then you are in the right place. I do a variety of different musical related things on here. I used to just do covers, but I haven't actually done covers on here in quite a while now. I was doing some Emma Learns Logic stuff where I was teaching myself music production on Logic, and I'll be picking that up with some more GarageBand related ones soon. There will be more random music production-y style-y, challenge style-y videos going on this channel soon, but today I decided I needed to do a behind the song for Tragic Hero. I put out an EP about a year and a half ago now, and it was just sort of something I just put out there in the world, wanting to get some content out there, get some music out there that people could listen to. I didn't really do a whole lot of promo on it, I didn't really know what I was doing with it at all, but one thing I did start doing with those about 6 months ago, I think I did the others, whoops, because I decided to do acoustic versions of each of the songs and sit down and chat to you guys about the lyrics and why I wrote them and the inspiration behind them. I did it with the first 3, and then I completely forgot about the last 2 for ages because I was caught up doing other stuff, mainly sorting a single that's coming out in 2 weeks' time. 23rd of Feb, I'm not even going to bother trying to say what Tuesday it is. 23rd of Feb, I have 2 Thursdays between now and then, and I have 2 songs left off the EP that I haven't done a behind the song for, and I thought I should get those done and put up on this channel before that new single comes out. That way, we put that EP to one side and we're focusing on the new stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So today is Tragic Hero, and next week will be Wasting My Time. So without further ado, I shall allow the little acoustic version to play for you guys, and then we'll have a chat about it. Tragic hero, I wasted too many wishes on you. Draw your arrow, I know just what you're trying to do. Misery loves company, yeah, this is why I only see you when I'm sad. If it can't be misery, I guess it's gonna have to be you're gonna make me mad. Just get along, why can't you just be wrong for once? So go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down, doesn't really matter. Oh no, anymore. You say you can have a spell. There was no war anyway. Wise commander, I just can't follow your God-given advice. Oh, King of Banner, you're not so good at playing nice. Don't understand me much, must be that I'm losing touch of reality. Can't be you losing your touch if you alone is not enough. The problem must be me. Why can't you just let it go? Stop putting on such a show for once. So go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down, doesn't really matter. Anymore. You say you can have a spell. There was no war anyway. Mystery, you're a tragedy. You're nothing more than a pain to me. But you can go at the door, cause I can't take it anymore. The fighting, the cooking, the constant provoking, the way that you trapped and act like you're trapped. Smile a while like you do me a favor, but when I talk back, you look so whatever. Getting you the stuff, just a minor part, busy traveling the world and breaking all those odds. There's no more time for little old me. Well, if that's the way it's gotta be, then go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Okay, so there's a song. I've mentioned this a few times when I played this song live, and I think I mentioned it in the Wear Me Out video, but I'm not sure if I did or not. But this song and Wear Me Out were written around the same period, about the same person, about the same friendship. And it was a friendship. A lot of people, I think these two songs are about a romantic relationship, but they're actually not. They're about a friend I had who was particularly... wasn't a good friend. And I wrote Wear Me Out around the time that I started to realise that friendship was falling apart and that I needed to just let go of him, because obviously this person didn't care about me as much as I cared about them, and it was a real drain watching them kind of fake it. So I wrote Wear Me Out about the sad period where I was realising that friendship was ending, and I was quite sad but mostly just tired over the whole thing. And then once I really come to terms with the fact that this person didn't care about me and I stopped viewing them as a friend at that point, and they were just sort of someone who was in my life. Annoyingly, they were still in my life. I couldn't just cut them out straight away. I did eventually wind up cutting this person out of my life completely, but that was a lot later. But by the time I wrote Tragic Hero, I kind of just didn't care anymore. And so at that point, anger happened. And I started looking back on past interactions we'd had and realising that this person had been a really bad friend to me. They hadn't just been not a good friend, they'd been a pretty bad friend to me. And that some of the stuff they'd said to me was just out of order. And actually at times they were just plain cruel. So I wrote this really angry song because, well, just needed to sort of get it out of my system. And so a lot of the lyrics are really just me character assassinating this guy. Just pointing out all their flaws. I decided to call it Tragic Hero because that was kind of how he acted a lot of the time. You know those people who, they constantly have some really big dramatic story to tell you, and he always had a story to one-up you with if you were trying to tell a story about what was going on in your life at the moment. He was one of those people who always had something to trump it with. And I did also tend to find that he seemed to be drawn to drama, so there was always drama going on in his life with the people around him or something, and he only seemed to pay me any attention when I had drama of my own going on, and then all of a sudden he was my really good friend and he was there for me, but the rest of the time he wasn't. Honestly, while a lot of the lyrics I think are quite accurate descriptions of him, they are also a bit overdramatic, you know, like he wasn't the worst person in the world or anything, he was just a very bad friend to me. I think my favourite line in the whole song is the first line of the second verse that I wrote. Wise commander, I just can't follow your God-given advice. O king of banter, you're not so good at being nice. I was so proud when I wrote those lines. I thought they were so clever. It was also like something that summed up the friendship group that I was in with him at the time as well. I think that, you know, I love being in friendship groups with both men and women because you do just get different dynamics from them. And I love banter. I absolutely love banter. I love taking the mick out of my mates. I love it when people take the mick out of me. I think that that's the best kind of friendship you can have. But for me, banter stops the second someone becomes uncomfortable with it. The second someone says that something's too far for them, or they're just not in the mood for it. Like if someone sometimes you're not in the mood for banter, sometimes you need emotional support. That doesn't make you weak and that doesn't make you bad at banter. It just means that today you're not in the mood for it. And I think that a good friendship group with good banter knows when to stop. They know when they've taken it too far, they know when to say sorry for something, and they know when to offer emotional support instead of teasing. And this group of friends weren't like that for me at all. And honestly, I think a big part of why this friendship affected me as much as it did was because of the group of friends that we were in as well. Because I really needed emotional support at times with things, and I just didn't get it from them. So those two lines really summed up the relationship I had with that group of friends in general, but I also just thought it was a really good line. Game of Thrones vibes much. I'm also, of course, I mentioned this before because I did one of my little videos on my TikTok and I put it on Instagram as well, I think, of my favourite bits of songs I've written. And while that's my favourite line, I think, from that song, I think those two lines are my best in that song. I specifically love the part of the song in the bridge where there's the breakdown and I'm speaking much quicker. Like it's almost a rap, but it's not really a rap. It's more like very rhythmic singing. And I was really quite proud of that bit. And one bit that I've maintained in the acoustic version here now, that it is in the fully fleshed out recorded version as well, is the humming, the vocal humming in the background. That I think is, for me personally, the best bit of that song. And it's the bit of that song that if I redo it at some point in the future, because I may well go back to the songs on this EP and redo them all at some point further down the line, because whilst I do love them and I love how those recordings turned out, already I've changed so much as a musician, I've moved forward so much as a musician, I've improved so much as a musician and as a producer-ish, that now I think I would be able to create something different and more me than those songs turned out. They turned out very me, but I think they could have been... You'll hear it when the new stuff comes out, because you'll hear what's changed in my style, and a big part of what's changed in my style is I've just become much more certain of it. So I think one day I would love to re-record those songs, but that's one bit of that song that will not... When I re-record that bridge part will sound almost exactly the same, I think. There we have it, a little insight into Tragic Hero. Like I said, next week I'll be putting out one of these for wasting my time, and then the following week, the new single, Baby Steps, will have come out. It comes out on the 23rd of Feb, and you can pre-save it now. There will be a link in the description below for you to go and pre-save that. And once that's out, I'll be putting out a lot of content on this channel, on all of my social media and stuff about that song. I'm planning to do one of these for Baby Steps as well, and some other content as well about the production of the song and all that stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, there's a lot more content like that to come on this channel over the next month or so. And then we will get back into the swing of things with doing some music challenges and production-y, styly videos as well. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing in the meantime, you can follow me on all of my social media, and of course, like I said at the start of the video, I have that other channel where I do talkie vids if you want to check that out. All of those will be linked in the description. And if you want to support me, then hit that like button, leave a comment, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you guys next week with a breakdown of wasting my time. Bye!